Hi everyone, this is Caroline Speaks, The State of the World on Saturday, May 15, 2021. So what is it? Good, bad, or indifferent? Well, the coronavirus is still out there, reigning supreme, and uh, the Israelis and the Palestinians are still fighting. Uh, Many people have been killed, many homes have been demolished, and the United States has failed to step in to uh, demand that Israel have a ceasefire. And the leader of Israel, Netanyahu, doesn't want that. Uh, I don't know how many people are aware, but in 1995, Prime Minister Rabin was murdered. He's assassinated on November 4th, 1995. And at the end of a rally in support of the Oslo Accords and in Tel Aviv, the assassin, an Israeli ultranationalist named Yigal Amir, radically opposed Prime Minister Rabin's peace initiative, particularly the signing of the Oslo Accords. Now, the Mr. Rabin was a member of the Labour Party, and the National Religious Conservatives and the Likud party leaders believed that withdrawing from any Jewish land was heresy. And the Likud leader and future Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu accused Rabin's government of being national religious, of being accused Rabin's government of being removed from Jewish tradition and Jewish values. The right-wing rabbis associated with the settlers movement prohibited territorial concessions to the Palestinians and forbade soldiers and the Israel Defense Forces from evacuating Jewish settlers from under the Accords. Some rabbis proclaimed that based on traditional Jewish law or self-defense against Rabin personally arguing that the Oslo Accords would endanger Jewish lives. Now, rallies were organized by Likud and other right-wing groups, featured depictions of Rabin, Prime Minister Rabin in a Nazi SS uniform or the crosshairs of a gun. Protesters compared the Labour Party to the Nazis and Rabin to Adolf Hitler and chanted Rabin is a murderer and Rabin is a traitor. In July 1995, Netanyahu led a mock funeral procession featuring a coffin and hangman's noose at an anti-Rabin rally where protesters chanted death to Rabin. The chief of internal security, Mr. Galan, then alerted Netanyahu of a plot on Rabin's life and asked him to moderate the protest rhetoric, which Netanyahu declined to do. Netanyahu denied any intention to incite violence. Rabin dismissed such protests or labeled them crazy. According to Galan, Rabin refused his request to wear bulletproof vests and preferred not to use the armored vehicle purchased for him. The assassin, Yigal Amir, a 25-year-old former religious student and far-right law student, had strenuously opposed Rabin's peace initiative, particularly the signing of the Oslo Accords, because he felt that an Israeli withdrawal from the West Bank would deny Hebrews their biblical heritage, which they had reclaimed by establishing settlements. Amir had come to believe Rabin was a person who endangered Jewish lives. The concept means he would be justified under these laws in removing Rabin as a threat to Hebrews in the territories. And the Israeli settlements, pamphlets debating the validity of applying that law of Law of the Informer to Rabin and the Oslo Accords were distributed in synagogues both carried death sentence according to traditional halakhic law. There was disagreement among religious Zionists as to whether Amir ever secured authorization from a rabbi to carry out the assassination of Rabin. His father later said that in the months before the assassination, Amir repeatedly said that the prime minister should be killed because an order was issued against him. During his later trial, he was not said it was not a personal act. I just wanted Rabin to be removed from his position. For his radical activities, Amir had been brought under attention of the Israeli Internal Security Service, and but no one ever did anything about it. But Netanyahu appears to have been very active at this time, 1995, of spreading, I guess, all kinds of hate speech against Prime Minister Rabin, but he said it was never his assassination to incite violence. Sounds like Trump. He had this rally on January 6th, when the votes were being secured for the election here, January 6, 2021, the 2020 election, and Trump said he did not do anything to incite his followers to go out and invade the Capitol, but they did. And now Netanyahu said that his motive was not to incite any kind of violence, and Netanyahu refused to moderate his rhetoric, and so I believe, based on all this, that current Prime Minister Netanyahu's plan was to incite violence against the then Prime Minister Rabin, and he succeeded. And Netanyahu has really done nothing, and now he's trying to wipe out the Palestinians. So I think Israel should revisit the assassination of Mr. Rabin and charge the current Prime Minister Netanyahu for the murder of Mr. Rabin in 1995. That's what I would go with. Now, I don't know if anyone would follow that, but that's what I believe. So how about now a little music? How about we sing, let's see, how about Michael? Michael rowed the boat ashore, hallelujah. Michael rowed the boat ashore, hallelujah. Sister helped to trim the sails, hallelujah. Sister helped to trim the sail, hallelujah. Jordan River is chilly and cold, hallelujah. Chills the body but not the soul, hallelujah. The river is deep and the river is wide, hallelujah. Milk and honey on the other side, hallelujah. Okay, that's Michael, an old folk song. Hope you liked it. Thank you for tuning in this evening of Saturday, May 15, 2021. I hope we'll be back again tomorrow for another meeting of Carolyn Speaks, the State of Her World. In the meantime, wear that mask, practice social distancing, only go out when you have to, and remember, when the vaccine is available for you and it's safe for you to take it, take it. That's what I plan to do. So anyway, thank you. Hope to see you back here tomorrow. Remember, kindness goes a long way. Kindness goes a very long way. Thank you. Good night.